Welcome to the Creative Youth Agency. My name is Darren Bartlett, and I am the host of these amazing conversations that we keep having about society. And today, I am joined by these amazing ladies here, Teddy and Letitia.
Yes.
They are students. I'm sure they have experienced some of these things that we're going to be talking about. But I just want to get their short, maybe their brief understanding of whether what I'm going to talk about, they actually know what it is.
Yes.
Teddy, have you heard about climate change?
Yes, I have. I've heard about climate
what is
change.
climate change?
From what I've heard and what I have little knowledge of is that climate change is the change in weather.
In weather.
Yes, for instance, maybe the scorching sun.
Like you're the one you're under.
I didn't want to say that, but now that you mentioned it, there we go. You
So,
said it, not me. But yes, there's a way, the sun maybe is not supposed to be too hot and it just gets exceedingly hot and you can't help it.
Letitia, have you heard of global warming?
I have. I've heard about it vaguely.
What did you hear?
I've heard that global warming is actually because what I know basically it is caused by us. We are the problem right now. Littering, plastics, all things that are anti-environmental are actually what is contributing to global warming.
Have you looked at yourself?
I want to say something about global warming.
Okay.
Well, I've heard that global warming is caused because the ozone layer is destroyed. Yes, that the ozone layer is destroyed, and that is what causes global warming.
But who destroys it? It all comes back to us.
Well, I just wanted to say what I've heard.
You haven't written?
I haven't.
Sure.
I even recycle.
You
guys, you should recycle.
What do you recycle? What is it?
Plastics.
Plastics?
Yes.
How?
These rosary bottles, you always drop them in the recycle bin. Or I've seen these projects at school, like they get those plastic bottles and they make bins out of them.
Okay.
Yes. So in a way, I think that's very.
I've also seen people make dresses out of them.
Bottles?
Yes,
yeah, those fashion whatevers. They always
well, at my school, I was president Environment Club, and when we'd go for different, environment projects, people would make dresses out of bottles. Though the disturbing bit is that people will not really get too practical with wearing them. That they would make them, and we should
be for like there are those exactly. There are those shows that they always have.
But we would make them better and paint them. The purpose of those shows was to tell people that you too can use these bottles, not to drop them in drainage channels to block the channels, but you can instead use them and wear them. And
but you can also just wear the lugabide instead of you know how people just throw those chairs out.
Letitia, I have a problem. We are speaking of littering and all with people who sit in their cars and they do this sweep. They throw.
Have you thrown one?
No.
Yeah.
Let me speak for myself. Let me speak for myself. As an activist at heart, I wouldn't sit in a taxi because I don't have a car. I'm not going to claim cars. I wouldn't sit in a taxi and then after taking whatever I've taken, I throw it out. Because me personally, I know, maybe Letitia doesn't
The
know.
earth cries to you. No, it also cries to
Mother
me.
Earth does cry to me.
So what projects have you been doing at school? What some of the initiatives you've
Well,
seen?
the initiative.
We have talked about those bins.
Yes, the beans, and we've also
Planting trees.
Exactly.
Plant trees at school.
Then there is also
Rotary also.
Yeah.
Rotary
Those projects and I tag along something.
Exactly. Then we were emphasizing something about putting the rubbish where it belongs, not just dumping it. It was an initiative of.
It was a slogan, but I've actually forgotten it. We have spent so much time without being in school, so now something.
Yes, but the very first initiative
these are
is
practical things then.
exactly nowhere to put the rubbish.
Yeah, it was
exactly.
basically that.
Don't let that rubbish. So there's nothing here. Don't let that litter be there.
Yes.
Put it where it belongs.
Even though it's not your responsibility, it's your responsibility.
Even though it's not your litter.
But
People have a tendency of owning litter.
So yeah.
Well, the girls had almost taken over the show.
No, we took over. We took over.
Almost.
We took over the show.
Well, thank you so much for watching the Creative Youth Agency here. Maybe sometime in future I'll meet them again in their groups,
course.
and then we have this conversation again. Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep the environment clean. Mother Earth cries to you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.